Oh, I'm glad I'm starting to feel better. This week has been a rough week. It's been a rough week, but I am starting to feel better. When I look at myself on the video, I'm beginning to look better. Better day, better day, better day. Coming. Better day, better day, better days are coming. That's cool. Better days, better days, better days are coming. Good evening, good night, good day. How are you? Better days, better days, better days are coming. And I'm glad I'm feeling better this evening. Sarah Coates, hi. India. India? Or is it India? Hi. Better days are coming. I did go live on this channel this morning, didn't I? I think so. Were you here this morning with me? I don't remember staying live very long, but I did go live on this channel this morning. How are you feeling today? I always like to do a check in. I wish I could catch all of my subscribers. I'm doing okay. I had a procedure last week, a heart procedure, but I am doing better today. I was feeling pretty weak and not 100%, but I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. How are you feeling? I'm always healing from something. This channel is called Breaking and Healing. And yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm broken, but I'm thankful for healing. Sometimes you need more time to heal than other times. Yep. So how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. And it's not about telling people like, oh, I'm fine, but to answer yourself deep down inside of yourself, deep down in your soul, how are you doing? You know when you're not doing your best. And if you're not doing your best, why aren't you doing your best? Then you figure out what you need to change and adjust in your life so that You can say deep down inside to yourself that I'm really fine. Like I'm really fine and I'm really where I want to be right now. So that's up to you to make those changes, right? No one can make those changes for you. And that's what I've learned for myself. You have to make yourself okay, not for anybody else, but for yourself. So then when you ask yourself, how are you doing? Then deep down, you can say that I'm really fine. I'm really okay. Everything is really good. You know what I mean? So it's not about that public, oh, I'm fine. I'm okay. And inside you feel torn apart, you know? And a lot of the times I've learned I don't even respond to some people because some people are asking, but they really don't want to know. They're asking out of just formality, but they really don't want to know how you're doing. And I've noticed that because someone says, oh, how are you doing? And if they keep walking, they don't even stop to listen to what you have to say. If you don't even respond, they won't even notice because they're just asking and continually moving. And I'm sure we've all experienced that. That's why sometimes when some people ask me, how are you doing? I watch them. I'm like, are you really listening to hear an answer? If not, why waste my breath saying it? But that's just me. I just keep it real. But yeah, that's how things are going. And I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that you're having a good day. Mocha's right here. Mocha is my dog. That's Mocha. Mocha is by my side. She actually has helped me through a lot of tough times. She's not an official emotional support dog, but she probably should be. She's my baby. And she should be going to bed, but she's sitting up with me, wondering what I'm doing. Wonder what I'm doing. But I hope that you have better days. That's why I was singing that song at the beginning. Better days, better days, better days are coming. And I just posted at the bottom from my main channel. And we should take one day at a time. I'm also known as Vita Songbird on my other channel, but this channel is just what it is, sharing about my trauma, my stress, my healing, my abuse, my whatever that I've had in my life that's not necessarily positive. And like I always say, I know I'm not the only one. There are other people in the world that have been broken, abused, traumatized, PTSD, whatever, whatever, whatever. We all go through different things. And this is just a safe space. That's all I'm trying to create. Right now, there are 280 subscribers. And if that's all there ever is, that's a lot of people to network with, to build community with, to heal and grow and share with. Positive vibes. I don't allow any abusive stuff to happen in the comments because no one needs that. We get enough abuse in the real world than to come on social media and find people that are trolling and being abusive. So those people are blocked and not allowed to be present because nobody's got time for that. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just wanted to come in and say good evening, good day to you. Whether you're watching the replay or you're watching the live, thank you for coming in just to check in. And I really hope that you're doing well and I hope that you're taking care of yourself. Today for dinner, I made me a smoothie. It was actually pretty good. I drank it all, but I didn't feel like eating food. So I was drinking a smoothie. And I put some protein, vegan protein in there. Yeah. Because you know that some proteins are not vegan, they're not meat free. And I don't really like those protein powders that have foreign meat, so to speak, even though that could have foreign meat, because I know how things are in public. There's no telling what was in that powder. Yeah, I mean, but realistically, there's no telling what was in that powder. But I'm going to trust that it was that it was beans. It was supposed to be beans, but we often know that bugs are in beans. What's up, Stella Ham? Good afternoon. You must be in California because it's night here. It's 8:11 p.m. But anyway, welcome. I was just sending out some positive vibes. I don't always get on this channel in the evening, but I said let me get on for a little while and check in and say some positive things out loud. How was your day, Stella Ham Enterprise? I was looking at your profile picture. Your profile picture is a very interesting picture that has this like double presentation because I noticed it has like a forest, what do you call that? Forest filter or something on it. But anyway, your day was great. That's cool. Cool beans. You said good afternoon, so I'm guessing you're in California or somewhere where it's morning or afternoon. Better day, better day, better day. Now, if you're not following me on that channel, that's my main channel. This channel is not my main channel. Abita Songbird, that's me. That's me. But Louisiana. But even so, that's it's not daytime in Louisiana, is it? Because you guys are an hour behind. It should be nighttime, isn't it? Nighttime. Well, thank you. Isn't it nighttime? At 7 p.m. here, it's nighttime. You talking about good afternoon? I'm like, good afternoon. I don't know about good afternoon, but I do know right now it's very much like nighttime. This weather is out of control. Tornado watches, storm damage, wind gusts. Did Louisiana get hit pretty hard? Excuse me. But right now it's heading off. It's over the Carolinas and passing the Carolinas and getting on out of here. Oh, I'm in Florida. Floridian. I'm back in Florida again. I don't know how long I'll be in the state of Florida, but for right now, this is where God has planted me. I am in Florida. The severe storm threat is now over Washington, D.C. Yeah, I was watching the recap on the Weather Channel, Fox Weather News, and it looked pretty bad, especially those roofs that caved in New York from all that snow. That's got to be hard. And one of them was a fire department. I saw that, I think, yesterday. The fire department, they were trying to get the snow off the roof. But obviously, it had been up there. Well, you know how it is. You can't really go out at a certain time, and you have to wait till it's safe. So by the time they did go up there trying to get the snow off the roof, they could hear that it was going in, so they had to get everybody off. And by the time they could get everybody off, it caved in. In churches and all kind of buildings that have just caved in, and that's something we gotta be thankful. Gotta be thankful. Thankful, thankful, thankful. Hmm. Do it for me. So, how was your day, Stella Ham Enterprise? No one wants to share how their day was. My sleepy canine is over here being grumpy. She's sleepy. Instead of going to her bed, she's hanging out. Anyway, right now I'm off work recuperating from a procedure. Go back to work on Monday. And this day, actually, probably the first day that I've looked kind of like myself. Because all the other days since my procedure, I've been looking like I've been straight sick when I look at myself on the video. Yeah. Actually, I had a pretty good day. The weather made me rest. I was trying to assist my mom with the garden, the spring garden, putting out some spring veggies. We kind of jump started with help from the hardware store. So we got the little starter plants from the hardware store to get some veggies in the ground. And I've been encouraging a lot of people, if you don't have some type of garden, it doesn't have to be a garden in the ground. It could be a apartment garden or condo garden. Create a fancy pot garden. I don't know. Get you some veggies and put them in there. Yep, in this day and time, with the way how things are going, everybody needs to grow some fresh veggies. Yep. I was looking at this video of this. Was it a video? Yeah, it was a video. They had these buckets. I mean, that's more of a buckety look, but you can always use some nice flower pots too. That as long as they have the right depth and the right width for whatever you're trying to grow. And then they had them on this like stand that this person had created. And so it didn't take up a lot of space the way they had it organized, but it was like 3 rows of, um, which means there were 12 containers where they could grow different things or the same thing depending on what they were trying to grow. But you can make it happen. You can make it happen. Grow some veggies. I think veggies are easier to grow. And you can grow the bottom of lettuce. You do know that you can make that sprout roots and then grow it, right? Like lettuce. If you have the head of romaine, not the head, but that bottom part, you can do that to potatoes. Have you seen those potato bags? That's like overrated, but my mom bought this potato bag, but you can pretty much use any kind of container, but preferably a breathable bag, and put soil in it, and then put the potato that's sprouting, and it'll grow potatoes in that bag. Did you know that? Just get you like some potting soil, and you can put that wherever it can get some light. And I forget how long it takes for potatoes to actually grow, but by the time you like dump it out, you'll dump out a bunch of potatoes that have been in that bag. But the bag needs to be a pretty good size so that it has enough root system to produce the potatoes in there. See, at least see, I'm not telling. I didn't make it up, but you should do it. You said you've seen it. Let me see you do it. This is amazing. I keep seeing this semi trailer just being blown over by the wind. That's in Iowa. That's like ridiculous. I hope they were okay. And then the tow truck is trying to pull these trucks back over. That's wow. That's crazy. Oh, that's Texas. Texas had that truck that rolled over. But it happened in a lot of places though. They used to have a hanging tomato bag. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that too. I don't think they didn't advertise that long. They advertised it long enough, and then at some point it just kind of like disappeared. I never tried that though. But I do remember that hanging tomato bag, but never tried that. Never tried that at all. So how are you doing? It's always interesting while you are just looking at me. How are you doing? And I guess I often say it's rhetorical because I know some people don't want to really comment. They don't want to text in the comment section. But nobody's going to see you. Just me and everybody else who's looking. But you don't know them, so it doesn't matter. Express yourself. Express yourself. That happens to a lot of people too. They hold a lot of things in, and you'll feel so much better when you let it out. You know how when you hold things in and you hold it in too long, and then you find yourself being stressed out. If you have high blood pressure, your blood pressure goes up. So this is a safe place. Yeah. Check out some of the videos on my channel, especially the ones that are beginning my domestic violence series where I talk about those things. And I do have other videos to do. My dog is being mean. She's so grumpy. Anyway, yeah, I need to finish that domestic. But actually, I don't know if you can ever finish a domestic violence series because there's so much that can be said and it's forever ongoing. And it evolves and changes as you go through the years. But I do need to finish wrapping up the legal part because I do have a little video that I want to create about the legal aspect going through criminal court as a domestic violence victim and that whole journey. But yeah, maybe I'll do that before this week is out. I keep putting it off for various reasons, but I'm going to do it. Some people who know me and know the situation, they say that I should just focus on telling my story and not trying to put the person on blast who was guilty. And I've been on the fence about that one. But I do want to make sure that it's more about what happened. And my purpose here is to advocate, to encourage other people to exit domestic violence situations, and not just domestic violence situations, but just abusive relationships and things that are just pulling you down. You know, some people are in a lot of situations that are not healthy, whether it's at work, church, wherever. Wherever you find yourself, if you know you're surrounded by people who are not fostering a healthy relationship, then you should do something about it. Those things can be traumatic. Those things can be abusive. Those things can be a threat to your health. I had someone, I think it was yesterday morning, saying, I don't have any trauma. I don't have any abuse. I'm thinking to myself, hmm, interesting. But in my mind, I think everyone has some type of trauma. If you look up the word and the meaning for trauma, and I think that everyone has some type of abuse in it. Check the definition and get back with me. My wrist is feeling hot, which means that something is going on. My wrist feels like it has a fever. Because when I had my procedure on my heart, they used my artery in my arm. I'm like, why is it feeling hot? It almost feels like my wrist has a fever, which is weird. But it is not feeling, it's still tender and it's still hurting. Like my hand is weak still. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, before and after. There was a fire in Myrtle Beach. But anyway, you guys are quiet, but I'm just talking about what's on my mind. And I'm going to skedaddle out of here. Thank you for coming through. Even though you're quiet, quiet is good. Sometimes it's good to be quiet and listen. Thank you for listening. And feel free to check out videos on this channel. And my email address is in the channel description. If you ever feel like reaching out to me, if you want to say something to me on a personal level, feel free. Promise you I won't bite. But until next time, be good to yourself. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy, drink water. I did very poorly with drinking water today. Very poorly. And I put my screen protector on my phone and look at the bottom. I don't know why the bottom is not doing that. The bottom didn't stick. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I did the best that I could with the screen protector. Hopefully I won't crack this one because I already cracked the screen. So I'm trying to save my screen by putting a new screen protector on. At least the screen protector is not cracked. But anyway, don't be so serious. That's what some people keep telling me. Life shouldn't be always so serious. Take time for laughter. Take time for fun. Take time for you. Self-care is the best care. And I say that often in my videos. Self-care is the best care. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself first, then how can you take care of other people around you? You're not last. And it's not selfish to take care of yourself. Some people feel like they're being selfish when they take the time to take care of themselves. No, you matter. So you have to take time to take care of you. Then you can find strength. But like I always say, my word. So this is my word. I had it made empower, EMPOWER. Even though it's backwards because I'm using my front camera, but I have to empower myself before I can empower other people. This is my word for 2025. Empower. I had it custom made by one of my subscribers. She has an Etsy store. It's called Gabeezy. Gabeezy Creates on Etsy. Yep. I had her custom make it just because I was trying to support her. She's a young lady. Yeah, a young lady trying to do something with herself. So yeah, support people who are trying to do stuff with themselves. That's me. And my dog is sleepy, so I'm going to go to bed or go in my room so she can go to bed. Dogs are so loyal. Do you have a dog? Let me know in the comments. But my dog follows me and stays by my side. She needs to be my support system. She is my support system, just not, she doesn't have a jacket. You know, the service dog jacket, but she needs one. But anyway, until next time, I'm out of here. 29 minutes. And all I want to say is remember to take care of yourself. Find someone that you can talk to share the things that are going on in your mind. Where there's a trusted confidant, or whether you have to do virtual therapy, in-person therapy, I encourage you to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. All right? And until next time, be good to yourself. Take care, and bye for now. Bye. Bye.